Good morning, good afternoon, or good night, wherever you are tuning in from. This is the BS Buddies podcast. I'm your host, Joe. That's your host, Ian. And today we're going to talk some channel stuff because usually I'll do it solo, but I figured this is more of a one for Ian and I. Now, recently I posted a Falling Behind video, which, yeah, that's kind of what we're talking about, but we're going to talk about it together because it hasn't gotten better.
God, it's okay. It happens, Joe. You know, it happens to the best of them out there. Sometimes you just get behind. But sorry, don't mind me looking off here. My timer is like covering like the perfect part of my screen. Monitor two. It's gonna go on monitor two, and just gonna be out of my cone of sorry. It just right when you said go, I noticed how it was like the size of the box, and I was like, oh god, that bothers me. And then I'm trying to like wiggle my mouse, and it's not working. Whatever. Anyways, that's probably a perfect segue into falling behind. We get easily distracted. Um, anyways, yeah. So both of our summers, as we progressed into this month of May, right now as we record this, have just amped up astronomically more than either one of us thought was really going to happen. It's kind of a cliche to say it, Joe, but I mean, really, the whole life hits you fast. God, it's such a true statement. I mean, 1 second you're sitting there and it's like 30 below, and you're like, oh my God, I can't wait for summer. And then the next thing you know, you're halfway through May and you're like, oh my God, the 4th of July is like a month away. How are we here already? And it's like, it's boom, you're right there. And it's like, how did we get here so quick? And so with that, some of our recording schedules have gotten thrown out of whack, especially between work and life and all the other jumble of things. It kind of turns into like a, hey, I can do this day. Can you do that day? I can't do that day, but I can do this day. And then the day of happens, and it's like, oh, sorry, my tires are wearing out, and I need to take my car to a shop to go get my tires fixed. and, and round the merry-go-round of life goes.
So
So yeah,
our
it's been oof.
Yeah, our original plan, like, because we've done this before, we've done a summer before, and like last year, it was so hectic trying to keep up with everything. And we're like, we're gonna try and not do that. So we talked like last October, and we're like, we're gonna stockpile during the winter. And then when we have these issues, it's like we'll just pull from our stockpile and just post when we can. Well, then I bought a house and got really busy for a couple months. And then when I finally started getting settled in on the house, then Ian got busy with his life. And now we're like, okay, let's come together. And then I started my baseball season. My daughter has softball, and then working with the fiance schedule and trying to balance all this stuff. Like, I'm not able to do it as I'd like to. And like Ian said, like, I had plans for, we're recording this on a Friday. I was planning on Saturday to block out like 2 or 3 hours and like, hey, let's just record a bunch of stuff, stockpile. Well, then a baseball practice got rescheduled to Saturday and just threw my whole Saturday plans off. So we we talked about it beforehand just because even tonight it was like, okay, I have a neighbor coming over to help and I don't know if I'll be able to record on time, which I was late. So the plan is from tentatively from the beginning of June through the end of August, we're going to record one full episode or post one full episode every Monday. Right now we're doing Monday, Thursday. So we're going to go just straight on Monday. Tuesday through Friday, we'll post a short as long as we can still keep up. But that way, we're still posting Monday through Friday. It's just going to look a little different. So if you guys watch on TikTok, like just strictly, you'll actually get more content. On YouTube, you'll get the same amount of content. You'll just get more shorter form.
Quick blurbs, which yeah, if I'm being honest, I think and this is in no way a detriment to your editing styles are in fact quite the opposite, quite the compliments to you. I think people and audiences in general like the shorter formats a lot more, and I don't know why. I think that's just because people's attention spans these days are kind of
Yep.
down the toilet, and I blame all kinds of media for it because I mean I admit I'm even guilty of this. Like I don't like nowadays I look at like a video of like something on you like unless I'm looking up how to do something like a YouTube tutorial video of something, I'll just be scrolling through and I'm like, ooh, what's the short of this? Ooh, haha, that's funny. Or scrolling through Facebook, ooh, let me watch a reel real quick. Like it's just real quick. Well, I'm in my work day and then I'm like, oh God, I'm just trying to gotta focus. I gotta lock in. And then I can't, and it's gone. And in the moment, it's gone. So I think honestly, the shorter content is what people like a lot. So I'm fingers crossed that you guys like that as we sort of shift into this dynamic, moving into summertime. And then Joe, like you and I were discussing just a little bit beforehand, is towards the end of summer, like we said, hard deadline in August for returning back to the 2 full video a week format. But maybe we'll play it by ear if things go well. If that's a really big if things go well, we can sort of return to that a little bit earlier. But we'll have to see what our schedules and what time is looking like once we get to that point.
Yeah, because I get married in September as well, so we might have to push it back. But I do want to say, with what you were saying, Ian, if we feel like the channel just does better with mostly short term or short form content, we might just keep it. Like if we can handle just one video a week and maybe it's like, hey, we actually have quite a bit of time, and maybe we just do a short almost every single day. Again, this is all by ear, just kind of spitballing. But if we think it's actually helping the channel and helping our platforms, we'll probably just keep it. So this is kind of like letting you know we're going to experiment and see what's going on. Just and also saying like, hey, if you watch our Monday and Thursday videos, like don't expect a long video on Thursdays. Expect a short.
We're gonna this is us saying that we're gonna stir the pot a little bit. We're gonna stir the pot. We're gonna see how things go. And Joe, as you guys might have heard me mention this in some of the other videos, but Joe does all of our editing for this channel because he honestly, I think you know better you know better about editing. You know better about editing. You know better about
I
editing than I do because I'm like I've got a couple of videos on my own channel that I've put out, and it's like it's shooting in the dark. Like just
I I
any
honestly
direction I
like
can
your
get things
editing
going.
more than I like mine. Mine is very cut and dry. Like it's very basic. Anyone can do the type of editing I do. But yeah, I mean that's just my own style. Like I if I had time to edit and make every part of every video like super fun and entertaining, I'd have to take like 6 to 10 hours per video, and I don't have that time. Like that's why we're cutting back on 2 videos that I barely have to go through.
Right. And well, and that's one of the things is that with your editing style, it's very like the things that I like about it is it's very simple and it's like straight to the point, and there's no like riff raff to go in there. And Joe has asked me to help out with some of the things, so I'm gonna potentially be trying my own hand at editing some of these shorts that you see, and I'm not gonna theoretically what I'd love to do here is under promise and over deliver, but I'm not gonna cross my fingers on that because I don't want to over promise and under deliver. That's quite literally
We're
the opposite of what we want
we're
here.
just gonna say I'm gonna pass off some of my editing reign to Ian for shorts, and we're just gonna leave it at that. We're not even
So
gonna say which
well
videos are Ian's and which ones are mine. I think you'll actually figure it out, and I'm not saying that in a bad way at all. We just have 2 different styles, so it might be a little back and forth.
so like I just wanted to put it this way. I put this little boop, this little pin right here. If you guys are watching a short and you're like, this feels a little different, or like just the way it looks is a little off than what they normally post, there's like a 99% chance it probably came from me. So don't shoot the messenger here, okay? I'm throwing my hat in the ring,
I had to use
so to
that
speak.
statement today actually at work. Funny you should say that.
Really. There's been a couple of, I swear to God. All right, this is weirdly out of the blue, but like over the last like week, as I've been talking to people, and I'll make a statement like that, like throwing my hat in the ring, or God, what was I talking about? Someone today I mentioned another saying off the hand, and I've had like three separate people tell me, "Oh, funny you should say that. I did that just the other day," and I'm like, "Am I like the king of like latent conversation catching up?" Like I just let me access my telekinetic brainwaves. This is what you were talking about yesterday. I'm gonna mention this to you so that it's like deja vu for you. It's weird. We're getting really meta with the levels of connection here.
Uh, but yeah, I
Oh,
guess I don't really have much more to say off of that. But I do think it's gonna help. It's gonna help Ian and I a lot because it'll give us more time to structure our videos as well. Because like mentally, I've been drained and my creative juices haven't been flowing great. So when we do like our improv stuff, I feel like I'll have more of a clear head. It's like, okay, just put all of my energy into the one video we're recording. And I feel like I'll kind of return back to like the snappy comments like I used to do a lot. And I think it's going to be the best thing for the channel in, I mean, the short term. Like I said, if it works out great for everyone, then we'll just keep doing it.
oh yeah, this will be fantastic. So, I mean, I guess really I'd say the main takeaway from what Joe and I are trying to tell you here is, like we said, is that this is going to be a summer where we're going to change it up a little. It's nothing going to be like super massive. It's not like we're going to change the formula or change our random topics or anything. It's just literally, quite literally, with the workload, we're like, okay, maybe two full videos a week is a bit much. This will allow us to sit down where, if we sit down in one session and we record two, three, four videos, boom, we're set for like a whole month. We don't have to worry about trying to do whatever, and then we can really focus in on, editing, and we can get our, lives together and our scheduling for like, hey, let's clear out this Saturday and record four videos. Perfect, because from four videos a month to eight videos a month doesn't seem like a lot, but when it's in the terms of fitting it into a jam-packed schedule, you're
Yeah.
going, oh my God, how are we going to do this?
I have noticed, at least for myself as well, like lately when Ian and I will get together to record, like I'll barely want to talk to him as friends. It's like we have so much to do. I don't want to do that. I don't want to get on and like Ian starts talking about his day and it's like, okay, we got to get work done. It's 8:30. I only got like a half hour to record 5 episodes. It's like,
We're gonna 5-minute episodes, baby. Bang them out. Let's do this.
it's us. There's no way we could record a 6-minute
Right.
episode.
No.
We're talking about just changing our schedule and we're at 14 minutes already. So,
Really good at BSing. It's in the name. It's kind of obvious. Wait, it'd be down. Title would be down. YouTube doesn't do the title above anymore. YouTube does the title down.
I
I'm
mean if
old.
they're hovering or they're paused, it might be up.
If it's on the side, it's anywhere. You know what? Here, just I'll rotate my finger around, and you
or
pretend it stops whenever it gets to the.
or here's our logo down in the bottom that you can click to subscribe as well.
Am I doing this the right way? No, it'll be
Yes.
that way,
Nope.
right?
Nope. It's this way. It's this way.
I always forget Discord flips the video, but I don't remember if I have the video flipped or not over here on my
It's
second
like
monitor when
down
I'm watching
here.
it.
Hit subscribe as we get our lives together. If
Or
enough of
trying.
you subscribe, this can just be our full time life and we can quit our jobs. So that would be awesome. We'll produce more content for you. As my
That'd be
chair
wonderful.
my second chair comes in and out of existence. Okay, with that,
Houdini.
thank you for BSing with us. Subscribe to become a Bud today. We will see you next time when we're not as stressed and we're a little more funny.
But hey, you just enjoy the warm weather out there, because you know I had to mention the weather at some point. But until then, you just take her easy now.